Hey guys, this is Craig, and today we're here with Dominic, who's an experienced expat that's lived in Colombia for over 9 years. In this video, he's going to share more about his life here, as well as tips for living in Colombia. So Dominic, tell us about yourself. Where are you from? What do you do for a living, etc.?
I'm from the UK. I'm from a small city called Norwich. And I've been living here. I've been living in Bogota for 9 years. Okay. I'm an English teacher. I work at the British Council during the day, and then in the evening or afternoon, the rest of the day, I kind of do musical activities, DJing, looking for records, investigation about music, things like that.
All right, and you said you've been to some other countries. How did you wind up in Colombia?
Oh, there wasn't a specific reason why I came to Colombia. I just wanted to live in South America. I was living in Cambodia for 1 year. I was living in Japan for 1 year. I was living in France for a season, for a ski season, and also Prague in the Czech Republic, And yeah, I mean, I spent about 10, 11 months in Cambodia and decided I wanted to change. So I applied for different jobs in Colombia, in Peru, Ecuador, and this is what turned out.
So it was just kind of by chance that you wound up here?
Yeah, it was a little bit by chance, right? I mean, growing up, maybe the first football match I ever watched was with Colombia, and I remember some players and I remember their extravagant hairstyles like Valderrama or Lapide, and I kind of remember that, and that was something I had on my mind, that it was a vibrant country, that it was an exciting place to be. So yeah, but no specific reason why I wanted to come here.
And what are some of the surprises when you first arrived to Colombia?
I guess that there was so much to explore. Maybe, well, yeah, I didn't realise that it was such a big country. I didn't realise that there was so much to do. I didn't realise there was so much to see, to travel around and things like that, and to explore. I definitely didn't have any understanding about the music and the different regions here and how that changes. So, yeah, I mean, just the amount of things to do here, I guess that was a big surprise.
And what are some of the struggles you've had here?
Obviously the language, coming here and not knowing any Spanish and starting from zero, that was a tough start. And especially in other countries where I'd learned languages and found it easier. In Japan, for example, I found it easier to learn Japanese than Spanish.
Really?
I felt like it was more regular. I felt that there was, I mean, we're talking like basic Japanese here compared with basic Spanish. It was tough. No, definitely learning the language and feeling confident with my voice in Spanish. That's still a struggle today. It's still difficult to do. But the first time you get here, the first time you come here, lots of people want to practice English with you. So it's tough, and you have to deal with the frustration. You have to kind of channel the frustration and disappointment of not being able to express yourself, about people laughing at you because of pronunciation, but you really have to kind of push through with it. You have to push through and take that as motivation to improve and want to learn. Sure. If you're kind of a bit sensitive with it and you get offended, which happens, right? You get offended and things like that, you're not going to push forward. And then dancing as well, it's also a struggle. Having to lead, having to have confidence with what you're doing, having to respond to someone who's dancing in a culture. For me, we don't dance in couples, with electronic music or with rock. Everything was individual. Everything more or less was individual. So dancing was also a struggle to kind of get rid of the feeling of nervousness, getting rid of the feeling of insecurity about how you are dancing, that people are looking at you. You kind of drop those things and move on from it.
So what do you like about Colombia, and then what are some things maybe you don't like so much?
Okay, yeah. Well, of course, I love the music, and I love the variety of music that you have here. That music changes depending on which region you're in. So because of that, you just have a huge selection of music, national music. But then also people here are super open to international music as well. So I feel like people's ability to understand and enjoy music is so wide and so fun to explore. You know, when I arrived here, hearing tropical music like Lucho Bermudez is an amazing leader of an orchestra, which combined kind of different rhythms of big band and jazz with tropical rhythms as well. That was kind of, for me, an entrance point for music and an entrance point of love for the music here. What else do I love here? I love the food, especially the fruit. I think the variety of fruit and exotic fruit that you get and different flavors you get is amazing. In general, the food is, as well, fresh food, healthy. Oh, I love it. Lots of variety as well, depending on which region you're in. What else do I like? I like that people love to talk and love to start a conversation here. I think it wasn't something that I thought about myself, that I loved talking to people, and I loved, spending time talking to people and having small talk and things like that. Really love. Okay, what do I not like? The cityscape and the soundscape of the city can be very noisy, very chaotic, especially with motorbikes, especially with cars, especially with traffic. So that can be pretty intense. What else? I mean, okay, I like it. There's something that I'm kind of in the middle with, that I think that Colombian people are yes people. Like, they love to say yes to everything. Full of energy to say this plan is great, or this plan is great, or let's do this. But at the same time, people can be a little bit flaky and kind of change plans at the last minute and things like that. But also, I kind of understand that, right? You're also looking for the best plan. You're also looking for the best option. So you're going to say yes to 5 different plans, and you're going to choose the best one. So I'm kind of in the middle with that, between like, okay, he's can be a little bit flaky, but also,
Yeah. They tend to say yes, but that's not always a real yes. It's a yes, maybe.
Yeah.
So can you give us 3 tips for living in Colombia?
Number 1, find a passion, find an interest that you do and you love to do, not because of money, because you want to learn more and you want to get better at it, and you want to investigate, and you really love doing that. So for me, obviously, with music and with records, there's lots of different things that I can do from that. So I would say that's probably my number 1 tip. Number 2, have patience. Don't compare Colombia to where you've lived before. Don't compare to Colombia to where you grew up, because it's completely different, and people who do this will just get frustrated and bitter about, the people in Colombia are like this, and, coming up with these generalizations. So I would say, have patience, enjoy it, look at the differences, and just kind of adapt to it. Okay. And third tip is, don't be lazy with the language. Don't think that just because you can say a few words, and just because you feel that, okay, you learned a little bit of Spanish in school and you can come here. No. Push yourself to learn more, push yourself to be better, push yourself in different circles. Lots of people come here with, as English teachers, will work in English, maybe their partners will speak English, maybe their friends will speak English, and they don't really get better. So push yourself, get out of your comfort zone and meet people from here that don't speak English.
Yeah, one of my pet peeves is some of the YouTubers that really don't know what they're talking about when it comes to Colombia. And I saw one lady, and she had something to the effect, no Spanish, no problem. What do you think about that?
Yeah, totally. I mean, you have to put the effort in, and it's difficult, and it's especially people from England or the States who don't have any experience with Spanish. It's tough. It's tough because it's frustrating not being able to learn a language, and you can live a life here in English. You can, I mean, it's these people who say no Spanish, no problem. It's fine if you're fine with that, and if you're fine with closing your circle and closing those experiences that you could have. Okay, it's no problem. But if you're interested in integrating here and learning more and discovering more and speaking with people, and people love speaking here. People love having conversations. People love chatting on the street. People love that. So why would you deny yourself all these opportunities? Because it's no problem, right?
And I think not only is it a little bit disrespectful if you're coming to a country and you don't learn the language, but you're just shutting yourself off to a lot of things.
Definitely. Yep.
So you've been here in Colombia going on 10 years. Do you plan to stay?
Yep. I see myself living here for the future. Maybe spending a little bit of time in a different country, maybe for 6 months or maybe 1 year, and then coming back to Colombia.
And you seem like a person that could probably live in a lot of different countries. You're pretty talented. Why do you want to live here?
Because I feel like this is where I feel like I'm home. This is where I feel like, the place that makes me happy, and the things and the culture and the traveling and my job and the city where I'm living. Like, all these things make me happy. So then you continue living there, right? The other places where I've lived, it got to a point where I couldn't really see myself, or I could see myself living there for maybe another year, but there wasn't such a fixed objective, or there wasn't such a feeling that was my home, so it was kind of easy to leave. But with Colombia, I feel at home here. I feel good.